Welcome to our podcast, voted one of the best in the marketing research industry in 2019 and repeated again in 2020. And in 2022, we have been named one of researchers' top YouTube video locations by FeedSpot. This is Research Business Daily Report. We are the only daily research news video and have been that way for the last 10 years, presenting most Monday through Thursdays a single important story every day. Now, we do rely on viewer support, and we'll tell you later on how you can become one of our supporters. I'm Bob Lederer, in my 27th year as the respected voice in market research. 69-year-old Fred Reichheld doesn't need to add more achievements and accolades. He's already got a very highly distinguished business career. The author of 3 business books and successful business strategist, he created Net Promoter Score in 2003, which has become a business evaluation staple for innumerable corporations anxious to know on a regular basis what customers think of the service or the products that they've been delivering. He has a brand new book, Winning on Purpose, and it serves multiple objectives, notably the introduction of what he believes is a necessary improved business loyalty gauge. Quote, companies need a way to measure progress and to get feedback, Reichheld said, and he has always been steadfast in thinking businesses need a simple concept and a metric to back it up. He guested for a second time in a short span on Blake Morgan's recent Modern Customer podcast, where Reichheld explained his new idea. He calls it the Earned Growth Loyalty Metric. It came about because, as Reichheld explained, he recognized that in spite of so many companies having a fixation with NPS, being totally satisfied with it, it must, but it simply cannot account for every customer interaction. In fact, he noted that using NPS to recommend a business from 1 to 10 has created a universal language, but what does a company do about an angry customer? Businesses, Reichheld continued, have relied too heavily on surveys like NPS, and they've also used them inappropriately because they've linked their results to frontline compensation. And Reichheld said that every time an NPS score is tied to a company employee's paycheck, it destroys the score's credibility and it makes life a lot less fun for that employee. He has preached that to businesses, telling them to stop linking NPS to employee compensation, but he's largely been ignored. So he says, I had to come up with another metric to buttress the survey-based score based on real behavior, and he has called it earned growth. Think of it, he suggested, as the accounting twin of the survey-based Net Promoter Score. He detailed earned growth as measuring real growth earned through repeat purchasing. That means customers coming back to buy more, plus the referrals they make to other people that end up becoming business. He conceded that those referral measures have subtleties, and those still need some perfecting. But that, he insists, is what Net Promoter Score mentality is really what companies are after. The best growth is earned growth, he's pointed out. It doesn't require advertising, sales, pitches, discounts, all the elements that marketers are good at, he said. Finally, Reichheld pointed out a handful of companies that he says can make effective use of both NPS and earned growth, and he named Amazon and Costco. Now, that's true. There's also Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon, he mentioned, but there are more, and yet there are relatively few out there out of the thousands of companies in existence. Reichheld also spotlighted companies that he explained follow the SAS model and keep 80 to 90% of their customers well understood. What separates them is their internal accounting, which is organized by customer, and that enables them to understand the profit and the loss of every customer, including which are repeat customers and which have been referred by other customers, and which fit neither of those categorizations. Reichheld expects earned growth concept to launch a new mini industry, though a missing element is holding back immediate progress in that respect. and that is that the area has not been automated yet, but Reichheld expects that multi-million-dollar industry that is focused on automating feedback to get on the case. We are linking to the Blake Morgan Modern Customer podcast that featured Fred Reichheld. We think you'll find it interesting. It's in the description box underneath today's video. That's a wrap on the Research Business Daily Report for today and for this week. As we mentioned at the start of today's video, we hope you become one of our supporters because viewer support is important to us. And a Patreon supporter, as we call them, agrees to provide a monthly contribution, usually through use of their credit card. You can decide for yourself exactly what amount you're willing to give us. And you can go to our exclusive crowdfunding platform at patreon.com/RBDR and make that commitment. We say thank you in advance for whatever that amount may be. We hope that you have a good research day and that this has been a good and positive research week for you financially and in terms of quality research. Please enjoy the upcoming weekend, and we look forward to welcoming you back here on Monday. Until then, please stay safe.